Welcome, football fans, to the birthplace of America, the city of brotherly love. The place where you'll find the best cheesesteak made in this country and some of the best football played inside of Lincoln Financial Field. Here's Graham Gano out for the opening kick. And away we go at the link. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Hurts setting up to throw. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And the sunlight's not a problem for him. He looks up and makes the fair catch. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it'll be Giants football. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Brought down on the effort by Quinyon Mitchell. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 29. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
I feel so bad, I really do, and I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
third and a lone yard coming up. Here's a give up the middle. Has the first and more past midfield. Hits the 20. It's a New York touchdown. The Giants don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Gano's point after is good. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Gano ready to send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. This return makes it up to the 25.
This could be it. This could be it. This could be the turning point. Let's go.
They're out and set. First and 10. Running left. This is Barkley. Doesn't get much beyond the line. A yard at most. Jack Gibbons in on the tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down.
I could promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Eagles are in punt formation. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it's going to be their football coming up. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. That's Nolan Smith there for the stop. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. That's complete to Darius Slayton. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Throwing the out route complete. And as this play goes out of bounds, all eyes turn to that flag on the field. Nearly a big play by the safety, and I guess you could still say it was, but it benefits the offense as he gets called for roughing the passer. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic first down. Back to throw now. And there, it's Malik Neighbors. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Got a man, Robinson has it. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They get 13 on the pickup. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Looking for a throw here. Has it down close. Touchdown, New York. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Gano for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Gano ready to send this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. This, our last play of the quarter.
Hey, thumbs up, alert.
First down, a run with Barkley. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Our score, 14-0. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They have 2nd and 9 for their first play. Now pitch it to Barkley. This is ahead for about 5. That was Kayvon Thibodeau there to wrap him up. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on 3rd down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Shotgun snap for Hurts. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. Braden Mann on the punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And as this hits and heads out, we wait for the mark, but it should be right on the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll motion Slayton left. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Brought down on the effort by Quinion Mitchell. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Adds just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Throwing off the play fake here. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Looking to the air here. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And the Eagles will start their drive in optimal field position. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Tyler Nubin with the tackle. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And he's taken down at the 30. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Hurts now from the gun. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll get him back to 11.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Returning it from the 4. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Setting up the screen. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. Stopped on the play by the rookie from Tennessee.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Here's 2nd and 7. He finds Johnson. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Cooper DeJean with the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Pass play coming here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. 3rd down from this distance, Brock. That is a spot you expect your offense to convert, but you also expect your defense to make the stop. This time, the defense won out with a nice interception.
Yeah, in that scenario, it's really like an outfielder in baseball, Kate, right? If you're going to go for it, as a defender, if you're going to just pull the trigger and you're going to go for it, you better make it happen, and you better get that pick. Otherwise, you're giving up a 1st down conversion. He gets the pick, and those defensive coaches and that defense celebrating on the sidelines. It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. He's got it over the middle. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
I'm sure coach or play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First down throwing for Hurts. That's into the hands of Barkley. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he's brought down for a loss.
That is teaching tape for a linebacker. Read, react, and finish.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Hurts looking to throw. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Eagles offense staying out there. They're going for 2. He's throwing for it. This is caught. And he will reach the end zone to a perfect ending to the first half. They get a touchdown and tack on the 2-point drive. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. Here comes the final play of our first half. Looking to throw. Connects with Slayton. This play heads out of bounds. Marker down, though, Brock. Could be some free yards here. Well, as we all know, halves can't end on a defensive penalty. So now we get an untimed down. Graham Gano and the Giants field goal unit out. Ball spotted on the left hash, 49 yards out. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing it to start this drive. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. This one intended for the running back. So that brings up second down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Second and 10 now. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. They'll try and throw it here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down.
Now that is exactly how you drew it up at halftime defensively. Make a big play. On that money down, you got to cash in on third downs. They're going to be huge in the second half. Make sure you get yourself off the field in short order, which they did. And now you give some momentum to your offense when they get the ball back.
It's a 54-yard punt that time. And the Eagles will take possession. First down, ball at the 36. They give to Barkley, left side. Juke the defender. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Second down now, 7 to go. Man in motion here. From the 45, got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
You know, Kate, defenders today are top. Don't just go get the sack. Go get the sack and the fumble. It's become an art form. Making that strip sack, and that play was a masterpiece.
They'll run it with Devin Singletary. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on second down. You're trying to create a manageable third down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
Toss play to Barkley. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Bobby Okereke making that stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
They've got a man in motion. On the draw, it's Barkley. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles, well, they stuff the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. He has the first over the middle. And what a hit there. She faced the crunch for moving the chains that time.
Such a terrific job by the receiver. You can't give that route away. You got to run a curl. And the best curl and go, hook and go, out and up guys, Kate, they run that initial route full speed. He did, got the defense to bite, and the play went right over his head.
The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him add in a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he drops it in the end zone. The look was there on 3rd down, but instead it's incomplete. So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker Jake Elliott for the try. He connected once and a good chance here. This is inside of 35. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that cuts the lead in half, down to 3.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Pass play now. Doesn't have the hook up there. Incomplete pass.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete, brings up 3rd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
3rd and long for him here. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kelee Ringo picks it off. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and two very different tones and tenors on these two sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
They'll run here on 1st down. Breaks the tackle, still going. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes them to 3rd and 5. They pitch it out to him here. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. Call it 4 yards, and we'll see what they do now from 4th and short in this spot.
That's not a call on the play sheet where you're expecting to get into space and win a foot race. You make that call to get a few yards and move on. So getting some good yardage on that one's a victory for the offense.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. They'll run for it with Barkley. And they bring him down around the 34. That was the biggest 3-yard gain you're going to see because instead of a turnover on downs, Brock, it gets them a first. That excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. They'll have a shiny new set of downs to play with to start the 4th. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Now Barkley. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Hurts setting up to throw. It's Dotson on the catch. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles take a 4th quarter lead. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the second half. It puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles take a 4-point lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Cade. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 46. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And this one does not go far.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. They'll throw it. Complete out to the right. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. They come through with 6 yards there, Brock, and they're rewarded with a new set of downs.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure of the drive's right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
They are throwing it again. Into the hands of Neighbors. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
From the 37. Gets this to Johnson. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And the Giants will have a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Blown back, it's the handoff. Dukes out a one-stop. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here, first and goal. Slot man in motion right. Going to the ground again on first. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Leading 10 yards now as they line up at second and goal. Now looking to throw. This one's caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
So now, here's third and goal. He's back to throw. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing fourth down.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a fourth to try to reach that end zone. Back to throw it. And with just one hand, he makes the grab. That's a touchdown. The Giants take a fourth-quarter lead. Well, we knew this was coming. All touchdowns are reviewed, especially late in a close game like this. And with that score, he's reached a benchmark he's long had his eye on. 30 touchdowns in one season. And he's going to come away pleased with how well he has played to put up that kind of number this year. No change to the call on the field, so that play is going to remain a touchdown. Gano ends the point after. And the Giants push their lead to 3. Gano ready to send this away. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. They go to Barkley again, and he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. To throw. Try and push it deep downfield. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Looking to throw it. He's fine, Smith. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. That's Bobby Okereke. And the Giants make the play that should win them this game. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on 1st down. Down to a knee, and we're going to see if that defense chooses to expend one of its final 2 timeouts. Timeout taken by the defense, their 2nd. Back into that favorite formation they go, Brock, forcing those guys to burn a timeout.
Okay, time for the defense to think about getting that ball back, and this is where you've got to conserve every second. Got to expect a timeout coming any moment now.
A final kneel down here, and that should put a bow on this one.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So it's a win for the visiting Giants. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a well-earned win for the Giants as we say so long from Philadelphia.